Alright, welcome guys. Let's still wait for us to come in before I start sharing my screen. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Give me a comment in the comment section if you can hear me clearly. Alright, welcome guys. Let's still wait for us to come in before I start sharing my screen. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Give me a comment in the comment section if you can hear me clearly. Right, I think I can hear myself. Sound check is good. Alright, welcome guys. Let's wait for us to come in before I start sharing my screen. So you guys should be seeing my screen now. So you guys should be seeing my screen now. Alright, give this live stream a thumbs up if you're just coming. And you can do well to also share the live stream to a trading community you're in or your friend as a trader. Trading live. So right here, for those to remember that we're looking at this being an inversion fair value gap. So you've seen how price has held at this point. It failed to break above that and still broken below this bullish fair value gap right here. So now we have that it's in a bullish fair value gap from the daily time frame. So that's really an area of concern. That's really an area of concern right now to me. You guys can hear me clearly and you can also see my screen, right? Just drop a comment if you can hear me clearly and you can see my screen. So I'm watching to see. Can you hear me? So that's really concerned in. So for those of you that have been with me for some time now, you know what time window I want to trade in. I just want to trade in after the 9:30 opening bell, right? So the 9:30 opening bell, my time right here is set to New York time. Set to New York time. Let me show you that. I think this stuff is taking a little bit of time to respond. Right, so this because this price has broken through this bearish, we want to see how price would trade at this bullish fair value gap. So the reaction from this bullish fair value gap would determine execute from there. So see right here, it's just coming up now. My time is set to New York time, so this 9:16 a.m. UTC minus 4, that's New York time. So I'm looking at trading this 9 a.m. time window. So let's have our top down analysis. So let's go back to the daily time frame. Trust you all can hear me very clearly. Right, Jimmy, Nozi, welcome. Matthew Point, it's good to have you around. Thank you. Audio is very clear. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Jimmy, Nozi. It's good, really good to have you guys around. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame from here. But let's check the 4 hours first. What do we have in the 4 hours time frame? To the downside yesterday because we had this serious drop to the down efficiencies right here. So we have a bearish fair value gap here, bearish fair value gap. This bearish fair value gap here is from the daily time frame. So we mark that one, the FVG. So we have that, and so we have a 4 hours bearish fair value gap right here. So at least you know that once price go down, it must always go up, right? So at this point, we want to see it at least retrace to a fair value gap. But let's just see what the 9:30 opening bell will offer us. Right, we are 10 minutes to that time, so 1 hour time frame. So this is going to be a live trading session. So you see it live as it happens. On normal stance, because we have a quick drop to the downside, a large range there, which was yesterday. After a large range there, it's always expected to see a little bit of sloppiness in the market, right? So just at this 30-minute time frame, at this high here, remember what we said during the weekend. This is a swing point, and this here, you see this low. So I can take this to think my internet connection is pretty slow. Okay, Matthew, you said all I said about the higher time frame, the daily time frame wasn't it. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now. Just type in the comment section. So we have sell side liquidity here, and we have this bearish fair value gap, but price has gone out of that. Now we now have here to be our order block, right? So this our bearish order block right here. So watch how price will trade outside that, or respect that during the 9:30 opening bell. But my focus is really on this sell side liquidity resting here, right? My focus is really at that point, the sell side liquidity resting here. So we see how it is going to trade to that. And let's see, do we have another sell side? Do we have another sell side? So currently my focus is really on the sell side liquidity. So I'm looking to see if we have another sell side to the left. So when I say sell that my focus is on sell side liquidity, what I mean is that I want to see the most drawn liquidity be to the sell side, right? So this is the 1 hour time frame. So this will be like our other block right here. But let's look and see how that will respect. So go to the 15-minute time frame. Let's see what we have right here. So this will look more like a high in the lower time frame. That's to say 5 minutes, 1 minute. So this should be where price has taken a high, and if that is trading to the sell side liquidity, that will be our turtle soup, right? Let's just go to the 1 minute. Let's see that. So this right here, so 15-minute time frame, we have this. So buy side liquidity. So this should be in the lower time frame, you see it clearly. So that's where we swept buy side liquidity. Use this. So I'm anticipating that this should be the turtle soup, sort of the fake out, right? So we've taken out, we've seen how it is clear here that this is a swing high that was swept. So we have some sell side resting here. So this still a sell side here currently. So if price is going to draw to this sell side liquidity, this bullish fair value gap should not hold, right? So it will act as inversion fair value gap. So it should break through it. To break through, if it is coming to this sell side, all right, so it will break through this and start making targets to this. So you want to see that. So let's go to the 1 minute time frame and let's see what we have from there. So remember, this is a 5 minute VG. Now you see this point here is where we've taken a high. We've swept a high here. That's a fake out, broken through this fair value gap here. So now we have a bearish fair value gap, and I really do not want to see that 5 minutes bearish fair value gap, bullish fair value gap, I mean, hold. So whatever is going to happen, I want to see it trade to this fair value gap and continue to sell side liquidity. Firstly, the sell side liquidity resting here. So this is the sell side liquidity here. So this is my drawn liquidity now. It's my obvious target. That's what I want to see. So it has traded in the bearish fair value gap. You notice how we don't have any other fair value gap at this point. So this is a bearish fair value gap. I want to see it now trade to the sell side liquidity. Remember, this is a bullish fair value gap in the 5 minutes time frame, and I don't want to see this hold, right? So some of you have been asking, I really consider the 9:30 opening bell. See, right? The 9:30 opening bell is really when the stock market open for the Nasdaq. So that period of time, that 9:30 New York time, there is actually always a pump in injection for liquidity. So we want to see serious speed at that time. So once it's 9:30, you see a lot of speed. So at this point, if you want to get in like this, you can have something like this. So stop loss will be just right above here, and your take profits would be here. But we can still target up to this point, right? Can still target up to this point. Just a trade idea, okay? So we have the 9:30 opening bell coming now. So we watch to see how it will react a little bit from that. So you see that, probably random, and then we're still in the 9:30 opening bell, right? This is the kind of rejection you see here. So we want to see how this candlestick will still stay in. We don't want to see it close above at this point. We don't want to see it close above the fair value gap. Yeah. So then what we did not want to see has happened. See the bullish fair value gap now. So from this reaction now, that's an obvious indication of its rejecting of this 5 minutes time frame, 5 minutes fair value gap, I mean. So let's go to the 1 minute and see what we'll get from there. So just right here is an order block, right? So order block, bearish order block. So you see how it took us out first, and notice the body of the candlestick did not close outside this bearish fair value gap, right? It did not close outside this and still run to this sell side liquidity right here, and this fair value gap still stand a higher chance of holding its bearishness, right? So it went through this bearish order block right there. So let's see what we get from there. We don't want to see the body close outside this bearish fair value gap. We just want to see it straight to the sell side with a lot of speed. So this retracement should not go lower. It should stay right above here, then trade to this buy side. Then that's it. That's it to this buy side. And we don't have any fair value gap, bullish fair value gap at this point, right? So we've traded to that. Now let's see the 15-minute time frame. If we still have some buy side resting above that, so we still buy side resting above that, so we still have a buy side liquidity right here. Okay, we still have a buy side liquidity here. So price is going to draw to this now. So 5 minutes time frame. So we've taken out this buy side here, resting here. So let's see if we get some quick expansion to that buy side. Though we didn't have, for those of you that know my model, my trading model, we didn't have it today. We didn't have it just right here. So if you're just joining, just give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. So note how we've offsetted a high. A reversal can happen here if this bullish fair value gap does not hold. That is, say if it breaks through this bullish fair value gap, it can be a reversal. But for now, it can be a reversal to this sell side liquidity. But for now, I want to see it reach for the buy side liquidity resting there. You said there was a news. Let me check that now. So there was no US news, alright? There was no USD news. We did not have any news on USD. The only time we have a news on USD, so remember this is the inversion fair value gap right here. This is a former bearish fair value gap traded above it, so this can act as a potential inversion fair value gap to sponsor price higher. And this is a order block right here. Another block, I mean, another block right here. So we don't have any news, high impact news. The only high impact news is by 3 a.m. plus 1, 3 p.m. plus 1 GMT. That's when we have the high impact news. We don't have any high impact news currently. It's only CAD news, and Canadian news does not affect this more often. It does not really affect the US 100. So now we have this bullish fair value gap to trade above this to this buy side liquidity right here. So for that to happen, I don't want to see this hold. Don't want to see this bearish fair value gap hold right here. So I think this is messing up our chart. So do I need to block right here? Is still our last line of defense, and this former bearish fair value gap, now our invasion fair value gap. Right, so this is our last line of defense to see price trade to this buy side here. So I can take this out now. But I see it's really holding off this bullish fair value gap to the downside. But for it to be a valid sell because we've taken out this buy side here, this buy side liquidity here. For it to be a valid sell, you need to break a swing low, right? You need to take out a swing low for it to be a valid sell at this point here. So we did not have the break of the swing low right here. So our target buy side. Alright, so we've taken that and we did it live here. I told you all the conditions that price need to meet if it was going to go for the sell side. So you can still make reference to this video if there's anything you did not understand, though. So you just see how he came here, respected this. I told you that it was going to act as invasion, traded to the buy side. So the buy side liquidity was taken from the 15-minute time frame, remember. And now still have some buy side resting here too. For this I would be done for today. Buy side here. So you would have seen how I was looking at the sell side prior to 9:30 opening bell, and when it disrespected this fair value gap here, I wanted to see it act as invasion, which you've seen it happen right here. And we have this now, so we want to see it stay above this bullish fair value gap, and then that's it. If it is going for that buy side, it should stay above that this bullish fair value gap here and trade to the buy side liquidity. So just in case you want to join the Telegram channel, it's free. The link is in the description. You can just join with the link in the description. This fair value gap would be our last line of defense, and we have the other block, our last line of defense if it is not going bullish anymore to this buy side. So we want to see this other block hold, and we want to see this fair value gap below the other block hold price to this buy side liquidity right here, and then we are done. So on the next live stream, um, we are going to have you drop your chart. You can share your chart with me. Like, if you want my opinion on it, I see what you're looking at and I give you my opinion on that. But that does not stop you from taking doing what you wanted to do, right? Your analysis, remember. Alright, let's see how this will hold price. I just like the fact that the body of the candlesticks remain inside the fair value gap. We don't have any body of the candlestick closing below the fair value gap. So let's see if this too is going to hold the body inside the bullish fair value gap, then trade to this buy side liquidity here. I think that will be it. Alright, so I think my internet connection disconnected us right there, and I think we are back live now. Alright, so I think my so we still watch to see how this will hold price. Let's see. So once we get this buy side liquidity, we are done for the live stream. So if you found this insightful, you can drop a thumbs up for us. So it's just between this other block right here. It hasn't done anything very interesting at that point. Just trading out of it, coming back to that point again. So let's see. We really want to see it reach for this buy side, and then that will be it for this session. So we have 2 minutes, right? So if your entry was just right here, you should have taken your profit here. If your entry was here when we're looking for it, reaching for this buy side liquidity, you should have taken at least 90% of your profit. If you still wanted to hold, you should have hold to this point probably, and that will be all for this session. We just have few candlesticks to fill in this point, and that will be it for trading this time window, 9 a.m. New York time to 10 a.m. New York time. Just 1 hour trading window. You look for the opposing draw on liquidity and you target the opposite side as the draw on liquidity. That's just it. Alright guys, so that's just it for today. Till we have another live session. Have a lovely day. So I'll keep you guys updated if we are going to have another live session. I'm going to post it on my Facebook, WhatsApp group, everywhere possible, right? So you don't miss. So I just trust this was insightful. And if you're watching this after the live session, just give the video a thumbs up. And if you don't understand any If there's something you don't understand and you want to ask a question on, you can drop it in the comment section. I'll do well to answer. All right, so that's it, guys. Have a